This tape you are about to see is really graphic and violent. This is how it really is on the streets of America. I lived it. The photos you see here are my resume. They let you see that I am not joking when I try to bring you the real. I am not trying to glorify violence. I just want everyone to know what's going on and to become aware so you can be able to prevent such violent encounters that you will witness on this tape. Our street combat program is developed from this environment to prepare people to deal with a person just like I used to be. And that's the person you see in these photos.
How would you describe the term when somebody say, I don't know karate, I know crazy? How would you explain that? What is crazy?
Well, karate, that's a damn nigga put a blade. Nigga, I'm like, you know karate? I said, yeah, and I know karate too, nigga. I know how you come on and run on to me and see what I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna show you how to cut you up real nice and good. I'm gonna show you how good I know karate. I know karate, you know what I mean? And I'm damn good with a blade, but whip up, you know what I mean? I'll cut you before you even know it, you know what I mean?
But come on, man, you got them guys, they like call themselves the ultimate fighters, you know, and they say, you don't understand, because they say that's the real fighting, they the ultimate fighters.
You know, ultimate shit.
Japan, and they didn't have the best training in the world, and they say a guy like you, or anybody from the street, they can break you up and destroy you in a couple of seconds.
No, I ain't going for it. Not out in real life, no. This shit on TV now, man. I know what I nigga. I bet you better not jump in the newspaper, you know karate. That nigga know how to throw that heat up in your ass. I bet you won't worry about use nothing no more, you know what I mean? Cause man, these guys don't be doing no playing out there now. These hoppers out there, man, they gonna put a cap in you just quick as they look at you, you know what I mean? You tell me you know karate, what do they care what you know? They got that heat. They know that heat too. You know, to put a couple of legs in your ass. You know what I mean? Shit, you got here, man. It's tough around here. They got niggas. You know, show you how tough these niggas man. Right? They even cap up 2 cops the other day, right? You know what I mean? The cops jumped this dude. That dude messed around and decked both of them and took the gun from him. This whole neighborhood decked.
Come on, in the magazines around the world, you buy a couple of videos, you go to a couple of karate schools, you get a 50-day black belt, they will show you how to stop anything on the streets.
Yeah. Well, black belt, you won't stop me, motherfucker? You know karate. I know karate too. Know how to boom boom too. Shit, nigga better know what he doing.
Nah, in all these magazines, and you can buy these tapes, and they got the ultimate technique, you know, and they can stop anybody. They tell these people, you come to my school, and pay me all this money, I'm going to show you how to do it. You can't stop them guys.
Man, bullshit. Let one of them run up on that old man and see what I want to stop me. Like I said, nigga, see, you may know karate, defend yourself like the way you want it, but all that bull, man, they tell my man, let them come around here and see what the food stuff around here, on this turf around here, and see what happened to their ass. I bet you'd be reading about him up John Hopkins Hospital or something with broken arm, broken back and everything. Come around with that high hoo shit and all that. They got like, but out there on the street is different. They're in that ring. Just like nigga out on the street, you go out there with this bad stuff in jail. You know you get what you get in there, you know. You get a shank upside you in your head and in your back any damn way. On the street, yeah, you can break bad on that street with a couple guns in your hand. Go over and jump, you can't run away from them niggas because you got all kind of niggas who would take you down in a minute and a heartbeat. Every day somebody gets shanked up or getting beat up or whatever, you know. And these so-called bad dudes out here in the street out there, man, shit, that way you should get some action from. Go to jail if you want some action. Get locked up and go to jail, say how much karate you need to know and whatever. That nigga will beat you underneath the jail. Them ultimate fighters. You got some warriors out here in the street, down the street out here. Some of these little guys, 12 and 13 years old, it's bad out here, man. Them niggas will put you down to the curb, man. They will beat you down, beat you all the way down, under the damn ground, necessary, you know what I mean? So that all that bull job, man, I don't even go for that, man. I don't care how good a person is. When you in that ring, it's all right. Like you good in your ring, whatever. You know what it is out there. You don't run into some rough niggas. You know some roughnecks out there. You know, them niggas don't care what you know out there. You can be a prize fighter or police any damn thing. You run up on the right type of dudes out there now these days. They don't care who you is or what you are. Man, they will try you with a heartbeat. And we'll take you down if you half step, you know what I mean? Don't come out there and tell my head because you know this, know that, right? Them niggas don't care about that. They will take you down, take you out. You won't have nothing, you won't know nothing anymore than that, you know what I mean?
Survival. In jail they got a game and they call it survival. the strong can survive, it's called survival. Only the strong can survive, it's called survival. In order to stay alive, it's called survival. Survival, survival, survival. They smile in your face and they talk behind your back. And when you get the story, it's never exact. Some say they're your friends, but they really are not, because they're only out to try and get what you've got. Survival. Only the strong can survive, it's called survival. Only the strong can survive, it's called survival. In order to stay alive, it's called survival. Survival, survival, survival. In jail they got a game and they call it survival. They run it down to you on your first arrival. They tell you what you can and what you cannot do. So if you ever go to jail, watch your it's called survival. Only the strong can survive, it's called survival. Only the strong can survive, it's called survival. In order to stay alive, it's called survival. Survival, survival, survival.
Don't piss them off and laugh in your...
Alright, the star of the show is alive! Bam is performing with a special weapon who made himself called the Willie. Performing with a special weapon who...
It's got to be so...
The green buck. Somebody comes along to fill it. Black people want dope. And brown people want dope. As long as people have a decent life, they don't want something to just...
Yo, Monster Mix coming back at you.
No jump kicks and none of that. Ain't no UFC, nah. Cause I mean, if it come to that, it might. But I mean, in there you got knives and locks. I mean, it's war. It's not even combat. It's steamy. You can't see anybody. You gotta have magazines around you or a towel around your neck, real shoes on, a knife at all times. I mean, when you say combat, I understand street combat, but it's not even combat. It's war. You know what I mean? Locks and socks, not real knives. Uptown. I'm not talking like you know about homemade prison or shanks. I'm talking about real knives. Police bring it in. Or police might have money on your head. And if you fighting, you might die. Honestly, you might die. You might get hit in the head with a lock. You might get stabbed in the neck. If you fighting, nobody fights hand to hand without a knife. You know what I mean? Nobody does anything without a knife, without a lock, or anything. Everybody got a knife. Even the Muslims, even the Christians. Everybody got a knife. Everybody. I don't care how righteous you are. The society is up. You gonna need something. I mean, cause you never know what could happen. You gotta be careful who you shake hand. You might be walking on the yard, see your man like, oh, what's up, boy? I didn't know you was in this jail. When you get down here, next thing you know, your head bust. You get some beef he had. You feel me? And it's more than just like hand-to-hand fight. It's a mental fight too, because you gotta be able to read these people, watch these people. You know what I mean? You gotta know what's going on. You show the actual real reality. People with their eye busted out. You know what I mean? Stab wounds. I mean, I got hit twice. I got hit with a TV antenna. A little sharper TV antenna. And my man had to hit him in the head with a lock in the side. I don't know what would have happened. You know what I mean? Crazy. You gotta sleep with your tennis shoes on. All I can say is, man, I mean, all these DVDs and everything is beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. As long as the harsh realities is and not even just harsh realities of like prison or whatever. That's what I'm focused on right now, because that's my struggle. You know what I mean? But harsh realities and everything, or why are you supposed to be doing this? How are you supposed to be doing that? Because a lot of times people hit and they might think they understand it, but they don't really know what the hell they just heard. You know what I mean? Until they actually experiencing it, and then it's like, oh yeah, well this is what it is.
Street combat, predator defense, and rape prevention. Street combat, predator defense, and rape prevention. Street combat, predator defense, and rape prevention. Johnson. I want to welcome you to my world of self-defense, street combat, predator defense, and rape prevention. It's the urban experience. I want to share my experience, strength, and hope with you in order to help you feel comfortable learning true women's street combat, predator self-defense, and rape prevention is to teach a woman who has already been attacked how to overcome those obstacles, to get back up, stand up, feel confident about herself, and know that she will never allow anyone to make her feel less than in any way, shape, or format ever again. Is to help those who've never, ever been attacked to know, to be able to be aware of their surroundings, to know the mindset of the predator, to know that the person out on the streets ready to pull you down and take what they want from you has absolutely nothing to lose, so they're going to do whatever they want to do at any given cost just to get what they want, because again, they have nothing to lose. The Urban Spirit experience is for 90% of the women that grow up in the inner city. It's not even about being physically attacked. It's about men treating you verbally and verbally attacking you, putting you down as a woman, what they call cat calls, like, hey girl, come here, come here. That's effective, and you need to know how to defend yourself from that as well. Then it goes to a much deeper level where there's so many women today in the inner city that is raped or molested as a child, and it just goes through the yard without anybody noticing it. In the suburbs where it's less likely to happen, or in a more square set, it's put out there more as more of a violent thing than it is in the inner city where it happens on a daily basis hundreds and hundreds of times. And it does happen in the suburbs too, and they elaborate more on it. In the city though, it's more of a natural occurrence that happens, and it's taken like, oh, that's just a part of what happens in the city. A lot of women that live in the city, their everyday life is so hard that if they are molested or attacked, that, you know, they feel like if they can overcome it, either they succumb to it and they end up on drugs or out there prostituting, or just keep the same pattern of life, negative lifestyle going and going and going, or they find some will inside themselves to push beyond, and they become so strong and so strong that nothing can ever break who they are, no man, no nothing. And they walk around and they're like, you don't talk to me like that, you talk to me as a woman. For me, the things that I've experienced growing up in the city, now it helps me to be able to know that people in a suburban setting cannot talk to me any kind of way that they feel, that I have my space, that if I feel uncomfortable around anybody, that I have the absolute right to keep my space, and to, not that I judge them or anything, I just don't want to be around that set. The self-defense thing, it ain't no joke. In today's society, it's a matter of life and death. There's so many great women's self-defense programs and videos and things like that out there.
Sound founder of the Street Combat Predators Defense Concepts. Homegrown in Baltimore City, one of the most violent cities in America. Lafayette Projects, my hometown. Yep, I had to get out, man. Street Combat is from that base. But you know, I love Kung Fu. I love flipping. I love all the gymnastics. I love the forms. I love the katas. And everybody can claim that a kata person cannot fight. They cannot teach people how to fight. But you know what? A person who never had to overcome obstacles and deal with the belly of the beast coming from the inside, moving to the outside so they can break out of the pits of hell, seeing people abused, killed, shot, family members, seeing what you see on TV every day happen every day in your neighborhood going unreported. And then if you go on the underground market right now, seeing the DVDs where people are filming and selling these live videos that's showing people shot up, beat up, and gangs showing you money, drugs, everything like never before. You ain't got no time to play with this, man, and try to give people a false sense of security and keep on going in magazines and going on TV telling people how tough you are. Even Al Capone and the gangsters back in the day that try to promote how big they were and how above the law they was ended up being shut down. Come on, if you really out there and you really want to be bad, you ain't trying to tell the world. You ain't trying to make money off that. You trying to like keep it on a down low. So stop playing with this, man. We trying to do whatever we can do to teach people how to defend themselves, hoping and praying that they never come up against the real predator, the conscious one who doesn't feel the police, the FBI, jail, death, or nothing. He do not care. The one thing we got to remember, and me being a parent and me being a school owner, is this. Remember, I ain't trying to go out like I went out before, jail or drugs or whatever, because I can't handle the reality of what I'm experiencing. No, I'm trying to take care of my family and live above the violence and all that grimy reality stuff that's going on in the world. But now everybody want to act tough. All the tough people in the martial arts community, come on, man. How many of y'all really didn't have no choice to go to a school or really came up in the grimy gutter seeing your friends shoot up and little kids abused up and all those things? It's about the kids, man. Generation Next. And if we ain't teaching it to try to bring about world peace and help the youth, then we ain't no better than a thug out there committing a crime. I don't care what badge or what recognition you got. You are no better. Willie Bam Johnson. I'm out. Hey everybody, this is Willie the Bam Johnson representing the Street Combat Predators Defense Concepts. Yeah, this is Lafayette Projects. They had to blow it up and tear it down, you know, but this was back in the day. This is what I used to do every day when I was a little kid. These are a couple of kids that I used to teach back in the hood, you know, back in Lafayette Projects when the buildings, the high-rise was still up. This is all the kids used to do every day, play basketball, do gymnastics, emulate karate and so forth, kung fu, whatever they were saying. That was me too.
This is the question. What is it like living around here? Is it bad or is it good?
Bad.
Somebody tell me why it's bad.
Because they got drugs.
One person. Say it again.
They got drugs and killing.
Drugs and killing. You be hearing shooting all the time?
Sometimes I hear in front of my window.
When I used to live around here, they used to hear shooting?
Yeah. Lots.
We used to see me do a lot of crazy stuff around here.
Yeah. I heard that my window, the police they lock you up or something. You broke out the handcuff.
You know what I'm saying, man? You gotta keep it real. That's my old home. Yeah. You know, DOC. This ain't no joke, man. Street combat came from all of this, the struggle, the grind. I mean, this thing extends all the way back, man, since the impression of different human beings. You had to fight from that, man. You ain't gonna stand back and let no man beat you down, no matter what position he come from in life. He can be the police, the president, or whatever it may be. On the streets, at the level of survival, you got to take whatever you got and make it work. The only way you learn, your class is on the street. Your class is fighting back. So nobody won't take your life and kill you. Or sitting back seeing people abused and beat down, seeing your friends shot up. Don't joke about this, man. Because you can dance, you can sing, and you decide to express yourself in a peaceful state, don't mean what you do ain't effective. You better remember where we come from. Our playgrounds, it was about shootouts. You know, kids had to run. Kids had to duck. Kids was getting killed. Everybody was getting bum rushed, beat down, baseball bats, pistol whipped. hit in the head with a bottle. This ain't UFC. Don't play with this, man. Can't nobody bring you reality. You know they can bring you close to it, and that's all we trying to do. But don't doubt what we do, because it comes from the real. A brother ain't had no choice. Many people got choices. You can go to the magazine store and pick up a book or go and pay for some lessons and decide to study something. From places like this, you ain't got no choice. You got to take what you got and make the best. Because the truth of the matter is, if people wanted to help you out of it, those people know. Ain't nobody trying to help you out of it. So understand that, man. You got to learn to truly tap into your inner strengths, the urban spirit, and let it go. Is anything that spiritual is going to break you out of these obstacles, these forms of slavery, incarceration. And we ain't talking about a physical place. We talking about anything that's trying to abuse you and hold you back. Stop counting people out. These are the doors. This is my home. This is what it used to be before the place got so violent. They had to tear it down. Thousands and thousands of people from 8 in the morning till 10 at night standing in line up and down the street to be served drugs. And brothers running the steps, 13 flights of stairs, up and down, up and down. You gonna say they ain't in shape? Bro, wake up. That's 7 days a week. Then the game switched to 24/7, and they was beating people up. These are the dark stairs you had to go up. This is where you gotta live at. And you go to sleep to gunshots, and you wake up to the ambulance. So don't play with this. This is street combat, coming from the real. Don't forget www.theurbanspirit.com. See ya.